This video will help you if you are struggling with how to add in lines and arrows on food webs. Here we have a collection of living things that happen to live in the same area. Here's a list of the things where the organisms get their energy from. We can see that beavers get their energy by eating these things. Bison get their energy from eating this. So on and so forth. We're going to practice putting in a few of these lines and arrows so that this makes a little bit more sense to you. To start with, we know that anytime there is a feeding relationship, it has to occur between at least two things. And we show that feeding relationship by putting a line between the two. And I don't see many students getting this line wrong. It's where does the arrow go? The arrow, it points to the mouth of the one who is eating. So we have a pizza and a human. Obviously, the pizza is food. The human is the one who is eating. So our arrow will point to the human. And the reason why we have the arrow on this end is because this shows that the energy in the food travels from here to here. That is the purpose of these arrows. So if the arrow is on this side, that's saying that the energy from the human is going into the pizza, which is a little ridiculous. So let's practice putting in a few of these arrows. We'll start with the beaver. The beaver, it says it gets its energy from eating bark from trees, and examples of trees that it eats are willow and aspen and a few others. There are willow and aspen on this image. I can see them right here and right here. And my beaver is right up there. So that means that this willow tree will go into the mouth of the beaver. The beaver will get energy by eating this willow tree. So I know that I have a line right there. Same between the aspen and the beaver. So here's my line. Now the question again becomes, does the arrow go on this end of the line or this end? Keep in mind, the flow of energy goes from the food to the person who's getting the energy. And we know that the beaver is eating the tree, so our arrows point to the beaver. The energy goes from the aspen to the beaver. Let's do another one. Bison. Bison eat grass. They get their energy by eating grass. And I know I have grass on here. That is down here. My bison is up here. So I know that there is a connection between the two. And again, the energy goes from the grass into the bison. So our arrow goes this way. We can almost even write the word energy if we wanted to. Energy is going from here to here. Let's go down to the tick. The tick gets its energy by eating blood from large animals who eat plants. The beaver and bison are both large animals. The bison eats plants. The beaver eats plants. So we're going to say that the tick gets its energy by using the beaver and bison for its blood. So it gets its energy from the beaver. And our energy is now going from the beaver into the tick and the bison as well. So what we've just kind of done here is shown a food chain that exists within this food web. Energy travels from the grass to the bison, and then energy travels from the bison to the tick, who ends up getting that energy. This is how we would continue on with the rest of the arrows, keeping in mind where the arrows point and the reason why they point the direction that they do.